Hello, everyone. Hello, everybody. How are you? I had to go out and come back in again, and I noticed what the live stream said. Well, somewhere this week, I kind of forgot what I had written on the live stream on the live stream description and realized I didn't do anything to prepare for making a fabric pumpkin. So I just quickly changed the description. We'll do a fabric pumpkin next week, I promise. So hello, everybody. How are you? Linda Mccollum is here. And Susan and Nikki and I we have been chatting a bit. So Sonia's here. So good to see you, Sonia. So, oh my goodness. What a week. What a week. Jody is here. So I have gotten some things done. I got my frame room upstairs straightened because remember 2 weeks ago, I finally cleaned up a pile I had on the floor of paper bead making stuff. And some of it I just had to find a new home for in the trash can. And because, I look at something and think, well, that would make a good paper bead. Then I look at it later and go, no, it's way too thin. It's not going to work. And it's not that colorful. So then I start, or I save too much of something and go, how many safety envelope beads can I make? Okay, really. So, but I had gotten that done. And I've been packing for things to do when I recover from my surgery. So then I went in, I said, I want my machine back in there because I had it in the family room, but I really need to sew in a chair with a back. It's not good to sit on your recliner and try to lean forward to sew on your sewing machine. It doesn't work. So I had Mark help me put the machine back in the desk that I have for that. So I got that straightened. I loaded a quilt on the frame so that a couple weeks after surgery, when I might feel good enough to try quilting on the frame, it'll be there and ready for me. So I'm trying to be upbeat. Think of things hi, Kathy Klein. Think of things that I might enjoy and then kind of get it set up now. So, but I tell you the truth, my tummy, I can try telling myself not to worry and it's going to be okay, but my tummy has a mind of its own. And I've lost almost 20 pounds and that's too fast. I have to make myself eat. So it's like, and I want to make sure that I'm healthy because, major surgery is major surgery. So anyway, I'm working on that. Vicky Lemire is here. Hello, Vicky. Diane 57 is here. So anyway, I did want to show you a few things. I've been picking tomatoes out. I just grow them in a pot because I don't have any gardening space in the sun. So I'm kind of excited about them. And I think it'll make some good sandwiches. So I just wanted to show you because I don't know how many more I'll get. I've got a few on there, but tell you what, the weather is changing a little fast. Oh, thank you, Linda. I was real tickled with them. In fact, I've got to take a movie of my back deck. The plants have all grown way too well and they've kind of taken over. It reminds me, what is that cult movie, Little Shop of Horrors, where the plant kind of outgrows everything, takes over? So, did you see Mark? He's probably cutting grass today. He looked out and thought, it's growing a little more than I thought. Hello, Miss Nadine. We're going to do a couple things a little differently today because I made something for Nadine and I'd like to show her. So in just a couple minutes, we will switch to that. I wanted to show you, I haven't really been buying new stuff. I'd already shown you these really cool Gothic type charms that I bought for, I think it came up to like $4 with the shipping. And I'm going to, during my recovery, I'm going to be making boho beads. And then I just got in this, and I think this is my last little doodad. And these are keys, and I can use them for boho beads and shadow boxes or just embellishing quilts, because that's one of my fun things now, is to embellish a quilt with charms and beads and yarns, and oh my goodness. So here is the little pack of skeleton keys I got. And this was in the $3 range. But I'll tell you what, at least half of them were tiny like this. So it wasn't one of my better. Let me hold it so you can see. I mean, it's not even a half an inch. So, but anyway, but at least now I have them, because I've always seen shadow boxes or quilts with keys on them and thought, oh, that's so cool. I don't have any skeleton keys. So now I have these charms. So that's good. And then I thought, well, I'll work on this dragonfly, and try to finish it for y'all. And I had my Angelina fabric. Remember, I made this by melting it in between a ironing sheet, that like a silicone ironing sheet or Teflon sheet. And I thought, I'll work on that. And then realized I left all the threads upstairs. So, but I did do a little bit of straightening in the room today, so that was good. I'm trying to get things done. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll work on the thread painting of my puppy quilt. And then I said, no, I think I'm tired. So I love dragonflies too. When I am able, I didn't get to go to the lake at all this summer, but when I go to the lake, they land on me. And I loved it when they land on me, and I kind of talk to them, and then they leave. But here is my puppy quilt. I'm trying very hard to finish it this week. I've done all my color blocking, all the color blocking that I'm probably going to do with the fabric. And then, oh, is it, Susan? They are just so wonderful. Hi, Alexis. So, but anyway, you can see and then what I did after I've done all the color blocking is I went in, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, but I went in with the invisible thread and I stitched everything down. It's funny because it's so hard to see, but you'll just have to trust me. And just to tell some of you, I used tulle under his nose to kind of give that look. And this dog had little black hairs in the tan on his head, so I used tulle over that too. Can you see it? And that kind of grayed it down like I want. And then I did it under his lip too, with a little bit of a flesh tone fabric and the tulle over it. Just subtle little things. So now I'm going to start doing the thread painting the grass and around the background, thread painting the little different colorations on their body, and to show like where the neck meets the abdomen, where the leg meets the tummy and all of that. And then once I do the thread painting, then I will do ink tints painting. Then I will quilt it. We'll put my border on. I'm going to do a picture frame border again. Then I'll quilt it, and then it'll be done. And I'm going to give it to George, the artist, that young man who's so talented, and I hope he will enjoy it. So I did get some work done on that this week. So let me see. I think I told some of you that my surgeon wants me to walk 3 miles a day. Well, I'm not walking 3 miles a day, but I'm working out every day. And yesterday I was just nauseous all day. Didn't feel up to it. But then after Mark made a homemade dinner with some mashed potatoes and kind of like a turkey a la king or chicken a la king with a little touch of curry in it, boy, that tasted so good. And then I felt better. So I went and got on my elliptical trainer for 20 minutes. Now, for some of you who are in great shape and young, maybe 20 minutes isn't a lot. But for me, That is amazing. So, and I've gotten to the point where last night when I did my 20 minutes, I wasn't quite as exhausted and sore. So now I'll start tonight adding about 5 minutes per night. But I've learned, don't stare at the clock, because I swear when I look at it, the hands stop moving. Because it'll just stay on that 1 minute. And it's like, oh, this is killing me. So I put on something from Netflix, and I tried just to focus on that while I'm working hard. Another Mark sighting. I saw it that time. But anyway, I've gotten to where I can do 3/4 of a mile lap around the little lake out here. And I'd like to work up to 2 of those laps a day. And best I can do. So it's tricky. It's really tricky because I'm just not eating enough food, and I'm trying. I'm really trying. So, but when you are feeling anxious, and when you're, oh, yum. Oh, now that sounds nice. Yeah, I don't know if I could do the onions, but tomato and cucumber. But the thing is, when you have an anxious tummy, anything fatty or salty doesn't sound good. So I'm having to kind of figure my way around what I can eat. But fruit, I'm eating plenty grapes. And in fact, I've got one last dark plum and some grapes. And chocolate milk goes, I put just a little bit of chocolate in it, but that goes down pretty good. So I'm pretty lucky. So anyway, but I'm on a multivitamin, and I'm taking vitamin D and vitamin B12, which my doctor wanted me to. And so I'm doing the best I can. And that's, So anyway, exactly, because it just makes me anything fatty or creamy is just a little too much. I tell you what, the Yukon Gold potatoes that he mashed for me last night were heaven. I put one bite of that because I have no appetite at all. It's like I wouldn't, if I don't make myself eat, I wouldn't eat. And that's not good. That's not good. I can't allow myself to do that. And when I put it in my mouth, I went, whoa. And then about 1:30 in the morning, I have been sleeping like a fiend. About 1:30 in the morning, I was still up watching Property Brothers on TV, just something mindless, And all of a sudden, I felt something in my tummy, and I thought, what is that? It was hunger pains. It's been a month since I've had any hunger pains, and so I was like, whoa. So I got up and got a couple graham crackers, and it was just enough to, settle my tummy down, and I went back to bed. So Yukon potatoes, they're the gold ones, and they're just so good. I was really pleased. So anyway, all right. So I will keep working on the dragonflies as I feel up to. The temperatures here are going to be in the 70s to maybe 82 at the most. And that's what I've been waiting for. So, and I'm still working on the curved blocks that you see back there. I've got them upstairs. I work on them here and there. And you know what? That's all you really have to do. Just do a little bit here and a little bit there. And eventually your quilt will get made. So I wanted to remind you all, if you're planning on making gifts for family and friends this year, start soon. It's a good year to make things. That way you don't have to leave home to go shopping, and we've got a little more time than we normally would. But don't wait till the end, because then it becomes so stressful that it's not as fun. So I'm going to hopefully start working on some of my year. The end of this year, the next couple months will be a little tricky. All right. So now I'm so excited about what Nadine has done. I was so impressed by her studio. So let me get ready to show you a little something. I've got to go turn off the overhead light. I'll be right back. Okay. Okie dokie. Let me turn off my sewing machine. All right, let me get this straight. All right. And after I show you this thing about Nadine, I will show you your wonderful photos because I've got some really great things this week. I'm very excited. All right. Okay, there was Miss Nadine's. Let me double check. Whoops, hold on, guys. Could you see that? Oh, good, 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 good. I just thought putting it this to music and like a slideshow would show a great job. Didn't she do an amazing job? All right, let's go back to our photos. And let me see. There were a few things from Nadine's that I did not put in the video. And let me turn this one around. Look at this. Is that the cutest thing? That's a Christmas quilt she's already working on. So she's doing wonderfully, starting early. And all of this while she was redoing her room. Isn't that amazing? And I also want to give credit to her husband for all his help because he is supportive of all the work she does. So I think this is the pattern, but she has changed up the colors and I love it. Okay. Here is a quilt she made for a friend who just had a little baby boy. And I think she said he's an architect, so that the house that is just so beautiful. And I love the nest from the Editor Sitar pattern. Beautiful work, Miss Nadine. I know they are going to love it. And there's her quilting up close. Let me see. Very, very nice, Miss Nadine. Way to go. All right. Now, let's see. We'll go back and start in the beginning. I just want to show you that the summer is just about over because Akko is ready with her studio. They are so busy with their little farm and their animals all summer long. And when she knows the winter is coming, she gets ready for her inside work. And how nice and peaceful will that be? Akko does most of her sewing by hand, so we really admire that. Then Miss Alexis has been busy this week, and I showed the Thursday group some of these, so I'll show them to you. This is an exquisite piece of beaded work that she did. Isn't that amazing? So I just love that. And then look at this. Isn't this cool? She has gotten so much done on this, and her stitches are so even and smooth. She's very talented with this. Then she got some new sketchbooks because where's an artist without their sketchbooks? And then here are some of her collections of beads, just beautifully, artfully arranged. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And here are some wonderful fabrics that she got this week so that she can have more choices to do her embroidery on. So very, very good. So that's fun. I tell you what, this is work, doing what makes you happy is so important, especially now with everyone stuck at home and our life isn't quite the same. I wanted to make sure that I showed everyone Miss B. Hepworth's cow, because to me, that is the picture of contentment. Isn't that cute? I just love that. Love, love, love it. Oops, I think I've got a little reflection coming in from my window. Let me drop the shade just a moment, guys, because your pictures are too important for me for you not to be able to see them because of the reflection. All right, so just wanted to show Miss B's contented cow. All right, now Bonnie is having visitors today, but we still wanted to show her work. She is enjoying her retirement, we can tell. So here are the trees she's putting. Oh, and I'm going to get together a list to put on our group. I noticed Nadine offered some because we want to name this quilt that we made during the COVID crisis. So we want to get some names going so we can all name our quilt instead of the House Blocks quilt, but something to do with our time safe at home, and that we are a community. We do support each other. We do bolster each other, even while we're staying safe at our own home. So I love that. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful job, Bonnie. Way to go. All right. Then here is her Christmas in Jacksonville. I always question when I say it, but by the time I look at it, I forget to check the answer. So here is for her when she retired from the university she worked at. They gave her this amazing rocker, and she put it together. It is beautiful. She put it together because she knew she was moving out of state. And is that just beautiful? Look at that rocker location right in front of that dresser. And the quilt, we all made her to thank her for the beautiful job she did helping me early on. Then here she made a big noodle soup. She just loves cooking. And she decided last week she was going to make a nice noodle soup. So that looks lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. I think that's it for Miss Bonnie. Now let's see where else we're going to go. All right. Miss Cheryl Lemon has been a busy quilter. I showed these on Thursday, but I wanted to make sure you saw them too. She was sewing with a group of ladies who got very excited at a squirrel hanging upside down eating out of the feeder. So Miss Cheryl, who now is a great art quilter, said, I can make it. And look at this pretty colorful quilt she's making. If that doesn't make you happy, I don't know what would. But look, she finished her squirrel quilt, and those ladies are going to love that. But isn't that just precious? I love it. That is happiness. So, and I'm tickled for Miss Cheryl. She loves where she's living, and that makes a big difference. So Bonnie and Cheryl have moved recently, and I think it's been a good thing for both of them. So let me see. I did new baby photos. Let's see. Here we go. Here is my son with his son, his Russell, and they're making cute faces. Isn't that cute? I know they're busy with the new baby and a 17-month-old. Oh my gosh, that's busy. Okay, and here they were first before they made the cute little face. And I love that snuggle time. Snuggling is the best thing when you're a kid. Then here they are. They took the new baby to have the baby professionally photographed. So he's wearing the mask, and they're all trying to be, safe and maintain the distance. But look at new little Donnie over here in the basket. I love what they're doing with photography nowadays. That is amazing. And then here's Nikki and Russell and my son, and with the photographer and the baby in the background. I'm glad they're staying safe. That's important. And here's Nikki and Donnie, who I guess now is 3 weeks old. On the 17th, he'll be a month old. Time flies. And I wish I could keep him small till I can get to go see him, but I know that's not going to happen. And from the look on my son's face, I have a feeling that Russell should be napping, but he's not. But anyway, I love the snuggling. That always makes me happy. And then here is my son holding Donnie, the new baby. And there he is. I love the face. I love the bright eyes. Checking out, seeing what the world is about. I've been trying not to bother them too much because I know they're so busy. But I'm wondering what his personality is like. How is he different than Russell was? Okay, here we are at Diana Wright's house. And her mother-in-law came to visit, and there's her husband, Marty, and they're going to repaint this blue room since their son now is a little older, and it's time for a more grown-up room. But how wonderful that that mom-in-law says, I'll help you paint. Fantastic. All right. Then they got some new furniture. And I love it. The mother-in-law is in this furniture, and I think she said, okay, I painted. I get to relax. Does that look comfortable or what? Oh, my gosh. Way to go. So great job on the new furniture. How comfortable. And here's Marty in his new chair. That chair is perfectly sized for him. He's a tall guy. Okay. Then here's the new color of Diana's son's room, Nick. I think he's really going to like it. I love the big window seat, big window looking out onto the farm. They have a beautiful view out their window. They just have a farm next door, and their piece of land is good size. So here it is again. Great job, guys. Okay, let's see what she has next. This is so cute. So you can tell her mother-in-law was very happy to be able to get in their new pool. And I'm sure she'll spend some good time during this visit in that pool. Way to go. All right. And let's see what Diana has been doing with quilting. Do you want to see the cutest thing? Look at this pillow. I love it. And I love that she added the balloon to the elephant. I mean, that's perfect. And here's her Civil War era quilt that she's been working on. Okay. So now let's see who is next. Jody. Oh my gosh. I have got to show you Jody's portraits of her grandchildren. Isn't this amazing? I always show these her work on a Thursday night, but I wanted to make sure I showed y'all. She took a photograph of her grandson, and through her photo editing program, she blocked it to lights and darks. And then she was able to take a batik. And look, I mean, you can tell exactly that that's her grandson. Isn't that amazing that your eyes really do love making pictures? They love completing the pictures. So you put just enough color and form, and you can see that. And it's just beautiful. Then look at this one of her granddaughter. Isn't that amazing? So just remember, take a photo, edit it with whatever photo editing software you have to get it to break down into lights, mediums, and darks, and then find the same light, medium, and dark of whatever color fabric. And it's beautiful. And, think that she's in blue and he's in green, but it's wonderful. So I just think Jody is so talented, and I love that. I've never tried something like this, but she makes me think I could do it. So way to go, Jody. All right. I tell you what, I sit here and I think, there are a lot of talented people in our group. Any one of them could be doing this show. They're so talented. This is Linda Mccollum's. Her landscape quilt. I love how she pieces everything in place to hold it together while she's working on it. Isn't it beautiful? And here's some fabric she painted. Love this. And then Dawn dish detergent she washed it with. So I guess she is removing some of the dyes. That's fascinating. I love the thread painting in this one. Here are her hand dyes. Beautiful. I love the crunchy texture too. Let's see if I can get this one bigger. This is a beautiful one. And notice how she signs her work. I think that's so important. Be proud of your work and sign it. Pardon me, I'm sneezing. I was cleaning up this desk area a little bit earlier. And come on. Okay, there we go. I have to shrink the picture before I go to the next one. It won't let me. But now look at this. That looks like that is fabric painting. That's exquisite. But for some of you who think I take too long, just understand that I have to re-shrink it before it'll allow me to go to the next one. That's why I did Nadine's. I put hers in a video because I didn't want you to have to stop and start through all of that. But look at this. Look at her fabrics are plaids and stripes. And I mean, isn't that amazing? And it all works so beautifully. And I love how she has it matted. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. I think that was the last one that I have for you this week of Linda's. Now, let's see. Well, we saw Nadine's. Patricia Fry continues to work on her room. And I just love that storage cube. And she actually managed to get some sewing done this past week. So that's always exciting when you get it to the point where you can actually sew. Let me see, was there anything else? No, I think that was just showing her work in progress. Then Robin sent this wonderful fall table runner and a cute quilt with a giraffe on it. Love, love, love it. All right, let's see. Sarah, Quilting for the Soul, is working on this cathedral window by hand. Amazing. Akko would be so proud of her. Okay, let's see. Who is next? Miss Cheryl sent me this, and I love it. She made this quilt for her nephew. It's a t-shirt quilt. Isn't it really awesome? And he's a drummer as well. So this was for his graduation, I assume. I've forgotten now, but what a wonderful quilt. What a beautiful job she did on it. Everything is so smooth and even and beautiful. And I love the way she laid it out and, did the color. So way to go, Cheryl. And I know he's going to treasure that. Excellent job. Okay, those were probably most of the band programs and stuff that they did in marching band. Susan has been busy. We all know that she just had to get some fabric. But yeah, she did. Okay, and that's beautiful, nice colors. And I love tone on tones because whoops, my finger jumped on me. And here she has been so busy doing this work. I think Miss Bonnie cracks a whip when they chat in the evenings. Make sure that she is working hard. Miss Susan also finished a test quilt a day early. I never managed to finish early. So I'm impressed. There's another block. And I love this. They're using Christmas colored DNC floss and doing the outline stitching. And what a refreshing, different quilt that's going to be. It's going to be lovely. Then here's an applique quilt she's doing. Love her tulips. Love, love, love them. Okay, let's see. Is there some? Oh, here's another one. So Miss Susan, besides working full time, has been busy sewing. Great job, hon. All right, let's see. Do I have someone else? I think that's it for this week. So I showed you those a wee bit early, but I had a good reason. I had a very good reason. So let me turn this light back on and get back to where you are. Hopefully, I can't see you right now. So hopefully there. Yeah, there you are. Okay. So, what's going on with Miss Marcia? Or oh, hi, Maureen Colas. How are you, sweetie? Uh-oh. Maureen, I hope you don't have COVID. Oh, honey. Oh, boy. I'm so sorry. Please take good care of yourself. Please. So Deborah Donnell is here. Hello, everybody. Oh, it's good seeing you. It's really good seeing you. I'm trying to go back because it's like all these people came in. I didn't know. So this is great. Uh-oh, Nadine was kicked off the internet. Did you get to see your video of your room, sweetie? I hope so. There's Cheryl. Oh, that's wonderful. It's hung in the hallway of the apartment building, Cheryl. How terrific. Hello, Polly. Gosh, Annette is here. We got a whole bunch of ladies here. This is great. This is great. Ah, Coronaville. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that is cute, Susan. Coronaville. Yeah, just like the Jimmy Buffett, Ah. So anyway, oh, that's cute. Yep. So I'll get all the choices together and put them on our Groups IO site, and everybody can kind of vote and see what we think. So, oh, how neat. How neat. Okay, let me try to move my way back down, okay? But I hate to miss seeing who's here. And I haven't seen yet what Maureen is sick with. But, let me see. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah, see, I'm so afraid of getting that. I'm having to be very careful. I normally do a retreat in November. I turned it over to some wonderful ladies in the group because there's no way I'm going near a public retreat this year. No way. Take care, Maureen. Take good care of yourself, hon. So, oh, gee. Be careful. And then I heard on NPR, thank you, Susan, for letting me know because that's what I hadn't seen yet. But I heard from NPR, if you have the virus, you probably got it from a restaurant. So don't go eat in restaurants. Not yet. Not yet. So y'all I hope she gets well fast and y'all take good care of yourself. Oh, you're welcome, Miss Nadine. Miss Nadine, I want you to think about it. Can I put it up on the site so everyone can see it? But if you don't want me to, that's fine too. I can find a way to send it so just you get it. Okay? So, but you just let me know what's good for you. It's just such a wonderful pictorial of what you've done with the space and your organizing style. It's amazing. But I want you to decide if it's something I can put on the site. So, anyway. Okay, well, I'm probably not going to stay as long today because I need to go find something else to eat. Good for you, Susan. It's just not worth taking a chance. You can bring the food home and go get it with a mask on, wash your hands. And I know we miss doing things. Oh, that's wonderful, Nadine. Okay, so I'll put it on the site, and that way anybody you want to see, your mother or whatever, they can go and see the video. And I know it's going to get some good comments. So, oh, that's neat, Cheryl. We are family, yes. And you know what? That means everything. Because there are times I think what we've been going through is enough to induce panic. Just the fear and the not knowing. But we reach out And I've been watching Alex Anderson, and she's going to be on vacation this week, but I've still got a couple I missed that I can go back and watch. And we all find something we can reach out that give us comfort and make us feel normal. And feeling normal is something we really, really need to do. Make sure you get out and vote, or send for a mail-in, do whatever you have to do to vote. And we've got to get out of this. We've got to get a plan put in place so that we can actually stop this virus. Waiting for a vaccine's not enough, people. We've got to do more. So, well, everybody's great. So I'm just I'm working on straightening the room, because once I have my surgery, I won't be able to straighten. And oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know if I could put it on my YouTube site. I want to make sure that she says it's okay to put it on the YouTube site. So I cut my own hair a few weeks ago, and I cut it a little short. So when I try to curl up here on the smallest rollers, it kind of poofs out. But anyway, thanks. I just knew I needed it cut. And especially if I'm going to have surgery, I need something I don't have to take care of. So, well, thank you, sweetie. I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. Oh, but I got to tell you, ladies, my surgeon wanted me to walk 3 miles. And that, I'm not even sure if that's possible for a Deb, unless maybe it's in a mall where it's nice and cool. But I'm not going to go in a mall because I'm not going to take a chance. But that's also all right. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. That'll be exciting, because it's really, I was looking at the pictures going, I need to do more than just show these photos. This is a great, great studio, and the hints and tips by just looking at how she did her drawers and how she put things up. And I love how she used her sweet keepsakes to surround herself with love and beautiful things. So anyway, anyone for a margarita? Isn't that the truth? Oh, thank you, Miss Nikki. I tell you what, it's nice to lose the weight. I wish I wasn't doing it quite this fast, but what can you do? So anyway, I have my CT scan on Tuesday. I'll feel a lot less anxious once that's done. So I did it. I have the Adobe Photo Elements 15, and with that comes a photo. It was like $79, I think. I got it way back when I decided to do this. I knew I needed a photo editor and a video editor. It has a photo editor and a video editor. And I went into the video editor. I copied and pasted all of the photos in that, and was real lucky that the before photos came out first. And so then just did a title and picked out some music, because I thought music always helps when you're looking at a lot of pictures, kind of brings everything together. Oh, thank you, Miss Susan. I'm just very happy it was found. So let's get busy and move on to the next stage. That's where I'm at. So I'm a brave girl, let me tell you. I do pretty good. So what are y'all working on? What is going on for y'all? I know Susan's been busy. Have some of the rest of you been doing new things? Like, I haven't seen anything from Miss Sonia lately, so I was wondering how Miss Sonia's doing. And I tell you, in fact, I'm going to tell you this. In January, I hope to be feeling much better. That'd be plenty of time after surgery. And when I normally was going to go to the Myrtle Beach quilt party, the class I wanted to take still has the pattern for that is free on the internet. I'll make sure to give you a link to it too. But I've decided that I'm going to sew that quilt that week. and pretend I'm at the Myrtle Beach quilt party. So I think we'll do some jitsy chatting on that. Oh, that's wonderful. You're quilting. Are you doing the quilting by hand or by machine? Oh, I'm so glad you're liking applique, Susan. It was so funny when I always said, oh, I'll never do applique. I don't want to sew by hand. I love it now. Oh, I meant to tell Bonnie, I worked on the floor this week. I had a day that I was just kind of not, my tummy gets nauseous and because of my nerves. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to work on my LaFleur. And since I have it in that Pringle can turned carrier, everything I needed was right there. It was great. So I can't wait to see the log cabin. And maybe you can tell us, how are you quilting it? What kind of design are you using? And oh, that's great. Yeah, I love the LaFleur. That is going to be an heirloom quilt when it is done. And it's just, I have a log cabin. Oh, that's neat, honey. Nikki, I'm tickled. I want to see pictures. I'm tickled for you. I have a log cabin quilt I started 7 years ago, but I'm doing it exclusively by hand. And it's not a fancy one like Miss Sonia's. It's just a regular log cabin. I'm probably going to use furrows or whatever to place them, but I'm doing it by hand, and that's going to be one of the projects I work on, because since I'm just doing a straight log cabin by hand, it's mindless. So that'll be good when I'm not feeling good, but I want to do something, you know? You just started it. Oh, good job, Nikki. I love keeping my hands busy. Using hearts and flowers and geometric designs. I bet you that's going to be beautiful. That's wonderful. I hope Miss Bonnie's having fun with her guest. Oh, Susan, you've been so busy, girlfriend. You've been so busy. And, I've got things like my paint chip challenge, things I hope to get done before. But, I'm not going to push myself. I'm dealing with enough right now. So, anyway, y'all are so great. All right. I think I'm going to get ready and go. And I want to finish cleaning up this room. And while I'm feeling okay, I better get it done. But I wanted to thank you for spending your Sunday with me. More than ever. It means so very much. And I love you sharing your photos that then I can in turn share with y'all. Okay, Susan, that would be good. That would be really good. I definitely will let you know. I've thought about you a lot this past week, anytime I get nervous. So anyway, take good care, Miss Nadine. You get to sleep before it gets too late. Because, have you ever noticed if you start the week behind, it's hard to catch up. But anyway, thank you for spending this time with me. I can't wait to see more photos of your work. We love it. We love the inspiration. And have a great, great week. And if it's getting cooler where you are, get out and enjoy some of that weather. Because it was a hot summer. But it's nice now. It's cooling down. Take good care. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Y'all do so much for me. Let me tell you, you do so much for me. So have a great week, okay? Take care, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you. Nice seeing you, Diane 57. I hope Bear is doing well. What a cute baby doggy. All right. Take care. Bye-bye, guys.